Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup, skincare, acne positivity, and just making you feel good in your own skin. I do unfiltered makeup reviews where we test out products and where we put products to the full wear test in different lighting and on a skin type that's not so much shown on social media. Today we are testing out One Size Beauty because they have some crazy claims on their new products like the full beat liquid foundation, texture blurring powder, and so on and so forth. And I thought, what better thing to do than to create the Latina makeup trend where it's like really full glam, be matte, bright, as you can see, with these One Size products and put it to a full day wear test. So that's exactly what we're doing today. I'm not only going to show you how I created this like Latina inspired makeup look that's been really trending on TikTok, but also doing a full day wear test of the new One Size products and seeing if they're worth our hard-earned money or not. So we're gonna go through the application, different lighting, the wear test, all of that. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna be filming a little transition video for this Latina makeup trend as well on TikTok. I literally dyed my hair for this trend, so go check that out over on my TikTok at Lavinia. And without further ado, let's get right on into this video.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no.
I'm gonna start off by prepping the skin with my everyday morning skincare. You guys already know, skin drip from YouTube people. Do I even have to mention it? I've been having all these like tiny little breakouts. I think it's just from stress because these past few weeks have been crazy. Finishing up school, packing for some upcoming trips. So I'm really curious how this makeup will look on my skin. And then I'm just gonna go in with some moisturizer. I'm not leaving the house today and it is so cloudy out. So usually I say to wear sunscreen, but we're just gonna do moisturizer today. Get the skin all nice and dewy for the prep. I do want to let that skincare absorb for a minute, so I'm gonna do my brows in the meantime using Urban Decay Brow Blade in Cool Cookie. I'm also filming the Latina makeup trend over on my TikTok, so that's what I'm going to kind of use these products for today. So I want the brows to really replicate that type of look. The brows need to be really sculpted and shaped. Let's jump into this. First off, we're gonna use the sponge to apply the foundation today. Beauty meets geometry in this iconic sponge designed for a unique shape for infinite uses. This ultra soft ergonomic tool smoothly applies makeup and skincare from liquids to powders. Use damp or dry and pair with your favorite complexion products. Okay, I want to try it damp and dry. This is so interesting. I've never used a sponge like this, but it's literally an infinity sponge. So I don't know, like, do you hold it like this? I think this is the way to do it. Okay, let's get into the foundation. So this is the One Size, turn up the base, full beat liquid foundation. Shake well before use. You got it. And I got mine in the shade Light 10. I like the packaging. Nice glass. Let's go into the sponge. I want to try this dry first. The pump is not wanting to work for me today, so I'm just going to take the foundation right onto the sponge like so. And let's just start over here. Okay, I think this shade match will be good. It's a thicker formula than I expected it to be, but I guess it's supposed to be that full beat foundation. Oh my god, this is reminding me of the foundations I used to use like back in my YouTube days. Just that thick, full coverage formula. Oh, Patrick, you were not kidding when you said full coverage. Okay, so I want to do this side of the face with the dry sponge. It is applying nicely to the skin. I don't know how I feel about the sponge just yet, but let me take a little more. Let's do the forehead. I do like that you can kind of squeeze it and manipulate it kind of how you need. Definitely an interesting shape, but it is very soft, especially for using it dry. I think it's very soft, and it's kind of, with this flat side, it's kind of acting a little bit as a powder puff, which I like how it applies makeup because then it gets everything really smooth, so that is a bonus. Let's go wet this and do the other side of the face. Okay, I just wet this and look how much bigger it got. Like, it would not fit in the box anymore. It would not fit in the box anymore. That's crazy. All right, so let's go in clean side. Take about the same amount of foundation. I wish the pump was working. Let's go in over here. This is now huge. You could literally do your whole face in like 5 seconds. Look at that. If you're in a rush, this might be the sponge. Okay, I definitely think with the wet side, the coverage is giving a little more of that natural feel, not as full coverage. Let's try building it up, doing more of that luminous look. I do think I like how the wet side sponge looks. It's like sitting on the skin a little bit nicer, whereas this side is definitely more matte. And I will say it's a buildable formula. Why is it not sticking to that one spot I have? We'll try tackling that with concealer. All right, time to get into the concealer. This is the One Size in the shade Light 3. I think it'll be a little dark for me, so I'm going to use this more as my spot concealer today. Yeah, Since it's a little yellow, I definitely would have needed like shade 1 or 2. But I'm gonna use it to spot conceal. Use the same sponge to tap it out. That did provide quite a bit of coverage. And then I'm actually just gonna use the foundation as my concealer today, which I often do actually, so this is perfect. Well, that's sitting really nicely. It's just not wanting to stick on my nose there. I'm just gonna let that dry down for a bit. I'm gonna brighten up the face with my IRL concealer from Makeup Revolution. I'm almost out of this, it's my favorite one. Go in with the sponge. I'm gonna use a sponge for my makeup in so long. And then I'm gonna use the NARS Pot Concealer. Take it on the sponge. And this spot here that's just not wanting to stay covered. What is going on? Okay, that's it. I have to try a brush. It was just the wetness of the sponge. Taking a bit of the foundation to match the color. There we go. All right, let's go in with the rest of my makeup. Rare Beauty contour stick. I'm really going in with a lot of contour today since I'm doing the Latina makeup trend. So you guys are getting a little mini tutorial here as well. Let's actually use the sponge to blend this. I haven't done this in so long. I've been such a brush girl. Oh, this actually works really well for nose contour. Blush, I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of this peachy shade from Armani, and I'm gonna mix in a little bit of Ube cream from Huda. Use the same sponge. Gonna do like a little blush concoction, adding some strawberry cream also from Huda. I need to deepen up my brows, so I'm taking a dark brown eyeshadow this is from my What's Up Beauty palette. Taking a little brush, and we're really gonna fill in the brows and kind of create that 2016 brow where it's really carved out. If you haven't seen my last beauty video, I literally dyed my hair not only for the Latina trend, but also for my Kim Kardashian recreation. You guys definitely need to go check that out. And then take my NARS concealer. And I'm gonna use some brow gel. This is from L'Oreal. It's the 24-hour brow lamination to just set them in place. I haven't done a brow like this in a minute. It's way darker than I usually go for. That's for the trend, guys. It's for the trend. Let's get into the powder. This is the One Size Ultra Peach. I used the peach before, but Ultra Peach I'm curious about because I think it'll actually work for my skin tone. I love the One Size compartments. I think these are so good. I think it's one of the best setting powder packaging. And we have the Ultimate Kite Puff. These are in the shape of a little kite, and we have a bunch of different sizes, which is really great. We're gonna start with the itty bitty one because I really want to set concentrated under the eye. Let's tap some of this out into the cap. We're gonna go in with the little powder puff. Pick up quite a bit of product. Tap into the palm of my hand just so that it's evenly distributed, and let's go right under the eyes. I love this little powder puff. It is looking pretty blurring. I am gonna bake a little bit with this, like on the sides of the nose to help with that like contouring, and on the center of the nose as well. Set the eyelid down. This shade is actually really nice. It's not too deep for fair skin, which is awesome because sometimes, you know, I like that peach look. So I'm kind of baking the center of the face, doing some reverse contouring as well. I'm gonna move on to eyes while that is sitting. For this Latina makeup trend, I'm just gonna take this taupe shade. We're gonna want the eyes to be just very matte with basically this taupe shade, and then the rest of the look is really gonna focus on the lashes. And then we're gonna take the deep brown on a little pointer brush and adding just a little bit of this to the outer corner. I'm gonna tightline with a black liner. This is Urban Decay in the shade Legend, the 24/7 pencil. Now it's time for the wing liner. I'm gonna use 24/7 inks from Urban Decay in the shade Zero. I haven't done an intense wing in a minute. All right, I just cleaned up the eyes a bit and going in with a little bit of mascara on the lashes, just a bit because I am gonna use falsies today. I haven't used falsies in probably over a year, which is crazy. I used to wear them every single day to school. Just a little bit. I used the Lancome Lash Idol. And then let's get into these falsies. These are from Ardell, the Faux Minx 3D. I just got them from the drugstore. Why are they literally secured shut? These look so fluffy. And then I have the Duo Lash Glue. Tell me why this was way more expensive here in Austria than it would have been in Canada, but I didn't pack any of my lashes or lash glue with me here. Nice and coated. Let's let it get a little tacky. I think applying lashes is like riding a bike. Maybe don't forget it. Oh, these are so perfect for the trend. All right, it's time to get rid of this bake. I'm actually gonna try out the Turn Up the Base powder foundation to wipe this away. I'm curious about the coverage that this powder foundation even has. This is in the shade 3N. Actually, let's take one of the bigger kite puffs and I'm gonna swirl it in here, top off some, and I'm gonna use this to kind of set down the rest of the face and work in this bake. Brighten up the under eye a little. Oh, that definitely is giving some coverage and setting. Wow, I'll definitely have to try this powder foundation a different day, just like on bare skin. But we are going for matte full coverage today with this makeup trend. The powder did cling a little bit to the dryness around my nose there. I'm gonna go in with a layer of setting spray. I actually still have not tried the one size setting spray. I have to get to that. I'm just using some Urban Decay. Let's finish off the eyes with some mascara on the bottom. All right, time to finish off with the lips. This is like a big part of the Latina Makeup. So I'm gonna go in with my gray lip liner. This is MAC Stone, and we're gonna do my underlining of the bottom lip technique. By underline, I mean like literally create the line underneath to overline. Look how much under I'm going. Not overlining the top lip too much. I had a lip liner from One Size, which was literally like my favorite one. I have no idea where it went. No idea. So I'm gonna take Lawless Honey Rose. Use this to kind of shade. And then a little bit of Bare Minerals Cherished Rose. Rose is the theme today. Then a little bit of concealer in the center. And then a gloss. I'm using Huda Beauty in She Flirty. Time to highlight. I'm gonna use my Monsoon palette. This shade right here, Glow, is the perfect one. Take a little brush and we're gonna highlight tip of the nose. You can use your finger, the brow bone, and the inner corners. And then I'm adding a little bit of Urban Decay Moon Dust in the shade Cosmic, just to really brighten that up. Oh my gosh, I feel like a different person. I haven't done my makeup. This like full glam matte and bright and intense and so long, like textured skin wear. All right guys, so here is the finished glam. I'm just gonna go in with some of the Tear setting spray just to set that all down, let the hair down. So here is the finished look. Bringing you in, the foundation is looking pretty nice. The skin is definitely matte and very blurred. It is clinging to a little bit of the dryness around my nose, as you can see there, right there. So I'm curious how that's going to wear throughout the day, but it's definitely giving that full glam coverage, which was perfect for the Latina makeup trend as well. But of course, let me show you what this looks like in different lighting. So here is away from the ring light. As I move this, we can see that texture pop up more, as you can see. It is very dark out today, but here is what the makeup looks in front of my window. There's not much light, so. And here is some bathroom lighting. The makeup is looking pretty good. Things are looking like very flat and the texture isn't overemphasized for the amount of makeup I'm wearing right now. But of course, I have to see how this wears throughout the day. So I'll check in with you guys at the end of the day. All right, guys, it is the end of the day. Let's take a look at how the makeup is wearing. All right, so first off, I will say the foundation did last a very long time. It's been about 7 hours since I first applied it, but it did start cracking in like the mouth area here, on the chin, and around the nose where I had more of that dryness. So I will put that out there that if you have a lot of dry patches, this foundation will cling to it. But other places on the face, like I brought it all the way up to the under eye, I think that looks really, really good. We have very minimal oiliness in like the pore area and in the forehead, which I usually get more oily there. It didn't sink into my smile lines or really emphasize my texture. It wore off a little bit over here, as we can tell, but the face is still looking super like matte and full beat. And I will give the foundation that it is that like full coverage, full beat. If you're looking for that really, you know, intense makeup, this will definitely be the foundation that can do that. Just keep in mind some of this dryness, which can happen with full coverage foundations. Next time I would use this, I would definitely go in with that hydrating skin prep. Make sure I exfoliate the night before or something like that. But if I need a foundation that will give like full coverage and really give that full beat look, I would definitely use the full beat foundation because I did like it. The powder, really enjoyed this as well. I think for a peach powder, you know, that it works really well on fair skin as well and didn't turn me like orange or anything like that. It just brought like that brightness, and I do think it is really blurring. Like these pores, where are they? Because they're so blurred, so I really enjoyed that. The concealer I didn't really get to test out to its full ability, so I would definitely want to try it out again in a lighter shade so I can really get into it. But yeah, the formula seemed like a nice consistency, but I can't give like a full review just because I wasn't able to fully properly use it. And then the powder foundation, I think this set was really nice as like a finishing veil all over the face, but I would definitely want to try and use it as a powder foundation, like bare on the skin, and just go in with this as my coverage. But I think this would be a really nice thing to just kind of set over, add a little more coverage over your liquid foundation, because I do really like how it's sat over top of the foundation. So that is it for this full face review, as well as this makeup tutorial for this full glam transformation, kind of inspired by Latina Makeup, and then also testing out some one-size products. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what you want to see next on my channel. And if you want more content from me, you can go check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I post every single day on there, so you can keep in the loop with my more day-to-day life and shorter reviews as well. Go check out my podcast, Loud Talk with Lavi, where we break down the walls of beauty standards one flaw at a time. And yeah, that is it for this one. I love you all so much, and remember to tell yourself something you love about your skin today. Bye!
Tell me, baby, what's the